Welcome back to the United Obsession fan channel. My name is Daniel Lawrence and this is your breaking Manchester United transfer news. We've got quite a lot to dive into, so let's get straight in. Everyone wants to know what is the situation with Bryan and MBEUMMO. Right, so apparently Man United have now made a firm offer for £65 million to secure his services for the next 5 years. Brentford should be making a decision within the next couple of days. I don't think Brentford are going to turn down that amount of money. That's quite a lot of money for Brentford. In fact, you could say this is a dream transfer window for them. Tottenham, on the other hand, have been rumoured of trying to snatch the deal, but I can't see anything happening with that. Even Bryan MBEUMMO himself said he wants to move to Manchester United. Let's see what happens. Look, the transfer window doesn't close till the 1st of September, so this is pretty standard. When you're talking about big players, you don't normally get their first deal accepted. And we're talking about Manchester United. Manchester United, at the moment, they need his services. We need him more than he needs us. He can easily get a contract from another club or just stay with Brentford. But I do think that this deal will be done and we can expect to get some news next week on that. Some suggestions are also talking about a possible transfer for Emiliano Martinez from Aston Villa. Do I like that deal? Yes, absolutely. Anything is better than Onana. We have to get Onana, in my opinion, we have to get him out as quick as possibly, on loan, sell him, whatever, but we need him out of the first team. Talking about goalkeepers, Man United recently renewed Tom Heaton's contract for another year. That's quite surprising. He's making a cool 45 grand a week and he doesn't even play at all, and he's 39 years old, so at the moment he's loving it. I can't see why Man United would do that deal. To be honest, I don't think it was a clever deal. We shouldn't be renewing players' contracts just for the fun of it. If he doesn't play at all, what's the point even having him? I mean, he's 39 years old. So yeah, I don't think that was a good idea, but that is the situation that we find ourselves in. Now, we've got another signing, Diego Leon, a 5-year deal, 18-year-old prodigy. He's coming straight from Paraguay. He's a promising teenager that has actually played for Cerro Porteño. The deal is around 3.3 to 4 million pounds suggest. His contract will be starting on the 1st of July, and it's a firm 5-year deal. He will be fighting for Luke Shaw's space, and I hope he replaces it because Luke Shaw has been a bloody disgrace recently, and we need to get him out. But the problem is Manchester United keep on signing 5-year contracts. So what happens if you sign a 5-year contract with a player? No matter what, you still have to pay his salary. So even after a year or 2 years, even if his level declines, you still have to pay him. You still have to pay him, and that's the problem about Man United. We keep on giving out 5-year contracts. I hate 5-year contracts. I think it's the best way to fuck your club up. I think it's the best way to damage the whole football industry by giving 5-year contracts. I just don't think it's clever. I think we should be looking more like 2-year contracts. If things don't work out, we can part ways, and that's it. We can move on. We shouldn't be having you on the bench for the next couple of years, especially if you're not performing or you're not playing well. Right. Who else? We've got suggestions that Villa could be looking a possibly swap deal with Martinez, and without doubt, I think that would be a great idea. We got Rashford on, I think it's 300 grand a week, and right now, we need to see what's going to happen with Rashford. To be honest, I think we should get Rashford out the door. We should try to sell him. And I think even a swap would sound like a good deal at this moment. Because he's consuming 300 grand a week at least. And his performance has declined quite a lot. So that will be interesting to see what happens over the next couple of weeks. News suggests also Anthony and Real Betis are trying to strike a deal with Manchester United so he can return immediately to Spain. And I think that would be a good deal as well for Real Betis and for Man United. It's tragic, Anthony's situation. Yes, he has played well in Spain, but not in the Premier League. And there's a big difference, guys. There's a big difference. He's willing to take a 30% wage cut, suggests. So that will be interesting to see how that plays out. And what else have we got here? So Onan has apparently rejected interest from Monaco and Saudi clubs. He's looking to sit tight until his contract expires on the 30th of June 2028. He's making a cool £6.2 million a year from Manchester United. So he's in no rush to go anywhere. But I do think he's our biggest problem. To me, I think Onan has caused us so much problems. And I think we need to get him out as soon as possible. It'll be interesting to see what happens with that situation. Because, we need him out. We need him out badly. And I don't want next season to repeat itself. We've never been in that situation ever. And hopefully we'll never be in that situation again. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with all the situation. Well, it'll be interesting to see what happened with MBEUMMO, see how that plays out next week. We should get some news. As soon as we do get some news, we'll be reporting immediately back on the channel. So if you like this type of content, subscribe, follow, and I'll see you guys in the next video.